People that have moved into a house or apartment, what's the most interesting thing you found from the previous occupants? Way back on January 1st, 1976, my family moved into an apartment. I was 10 years old at the time. We had just come to Canada in June. While we were cleaning my room before painting it, we took off the radiator cover to clean the inside. Under the radiator cover was a complete handmade game of Monopoly. I didn't really know English at the time and didn't know what Monopoly was. Later I found out that the two boys living in that room had been a couple of years older than me. Their parents had been very strict old world traditional, and had refused to let them buy a Monopoly game, so they had handcrafted their own and kept it hidden in the radiator. When I was 8, we rented a Victorian house for a while, and found a love letter from 1912 in the banister of the stairs. As a kid, my parents moved into a former Minnesota Vikings lineman's house, and he left a PS1 with a bunch of games. Great dude, IMO. The 1950-60s nuclear bomb survival kit, complete with rice in a can and a pamphlet that instructed mothers not to let their radiated children inside if they were playing outside when the bomb went off. So amazing. Pennies. Me and my homies found like $6 worth of pennies and nickels under the carpets from 1980 and before. Found out that there's a spot where you can get under the cabinets in the kitchen. My cat hid there a lot the first couple of days, and after that I noticed a mysterious increase in dusty cat toys. Eventually he dragged all of the previous tenants' cat's toys out from under there. Dishes still in the dishwasher. After closing we were at the house celebrating and they showed up asking for them. My uncle bought a house from people whose mother had passed away. They left a good amount of stuff in the house, mostly worthless. Christmas decorations, cutlery, etc. In the back of one closet we found a trash bag full of lottery scratch-offs. We started going through them, and they were all winners. Turned out to be about $12,000 in winning tickets. We took a few to the convenience store to check them, and they were all past the cash-by date and the state lottery would no longer pay them out. I renovated the basement and tore down the drop ceiling. An envelope fell out in the process. I was hoping for money, but I got something better. In the envelope was a bunch of evidence collected by the ex-husband that she was cheating on him. Credit card receipts, hotel receipts, lewd emails, and dick pics. It was gross but awesome at the same time. Not me, but someone I know has moved to Japan. They rented an apartment and was doing some cleaning when they moved the fridge, only to find a small room with a balcony, like it had a washer and bedding stacked up. I think it was so odd just hidden behind the fridge. My dad found a first edition book from Benjamin Franklin. Previous owner was a principal and book collector who killed himself in retirement. His family didn't check the crawl space, and my dad found a bunch of stuff in it, like an autographed baseball bat, Playboys, a 5-gallon jar half full of pennies, bunch of valuable books, a bong, painting supplies, a broken antique handgun and sword in a box labeled cheese, and then just some clothes and carp. My brother found a mysterious wrapped bundle in the drop ceiling of his house, and waited for me to be there to open it. We thought it might be drugs or money or something illegal, so I wore gloves when I unwrapped it. Turns out gloves were a great idea. It was a double penetration dildo, wrapped in about 4 plastic shopping bags. To clarify, it wasn't a double-sided dildo. It was meant for one person to use it. Crammed under a built-in drawer below a bedroom closet was a police report from the late 60s, delineating a missing person kidnapping case involving the prior, now deceased owner who at the time was teenager. It also mentions my next-door neighbor who was a person of interest in the case. Haven't talked to him about it, and not sure I want to bring it up. We found a box of old notes from middle school girls flirting with the guy. Also found a couple yearbooks and other random pictures. Dude was quite the player in middle school. A medium-sized box filled with bottles of alcohol, one of which being an almost 60-year-old unopened bottle of Crown Royal. My dad held on to that bottle for the next 7 years, and we shared it with my younger brother, 19, and sister, 18. Talking about life and memories of my grandfather when he passed away. He was very close to us and Crown was his favorite. Not trying to be sad, it's a memory I'm quite fond of. Not my own story, but my so was helping a mutual friend move into her new house. In the attic, they find a locked chest, and they give up looking for the key. A few months later, my friend found a key and immediately tried to open the chest. To her delight, it worked. Inside was a fragile collection of newspapers all from World War II. I've seen some of the clippings, and it's absolutely surreal. My wife and I moved our family into a fairly large house a few years back. Because of its size, it took us about a year to look in the loft of the second garage, but when we did, we found a horse skeleton. After confronting the previous owner, it turned out that when he was young, his dad's beloved horse died, and we figured he just didn't want to get rid of her. The previous owner paid to have it removed, and had the whole loft cleaned. But boy, that was a hell of a surprise. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more.